Welcome everybody to our Tuesday night Zoom where we cover 10 minutes of business strategy, 10 minutes of inspiration, and then we spotlight one of the amazing Plexus products for about 10 minutes. So it's a 10-10-10 format. They're usually about 30 minutes long. Tonight, I'm going to dive right on into the current business strategy that all of us are thinking about. All of us are super stoked about. I'm 33 and I say stoked. Let's just go with that word for tonight. Punta Cana. You guys, Plexus launched this incredible trip. They've even helped backdate credits for those that are reordering in September. You're getting credits for people that signed up last month. So we need to leverage all the things. And some of you are probably thinking, must be nice. I wish I could go. How do you even earn a trip like that, right? Anybody? Okay. So for those of you maybe having some thoughts that you're not one of those people who earns the trips and the fancy prizes or even participates in the Plexus contest, we're going to eliminate those thoughts tonight. We're going to create new thoughts that, heck yeah, I can earn Punta Cana. Heck yeah, I can follow a simple strategy. Heck yeah, I can get uncomfortable. It will be worth it. Because when you think that the risk is worth the reward at the end, you do those things. That's why people apply to Harvard and law school and become doctors and teachers and NASA engineers every single night, because people do hard processes all the time. So earning the Punta Cana trip is your hard process. And here's the thing about what we do here in network marketing. Yeah, it's sales. It's hard. Marketing is hard. But the process is to earn the big, awesome prize is actually really simple. So we're going to map that out tonight. And we have some really, really smart people in Plexus who have already done that for us. And so I kind of just asked a couple of diamonds. I'm like, all right, if you were going to map this out, what would that look like? You saw me send that to some of our group chats today. For those of you just joining us, we're talking about how to earn that dang Punta Cana trip. And here's the thing, the work that you do now to earn that trip is going to propel you in your Plexus business also. So you might find yourself ranking up to silver, senior silver, gold, and beyond because of the work that you're doing to earn this contest. All right. So when you think of Punta Cana, what words come to mind? And this is where I was talking about earlier before I hit record. I want you to use the chat. Let's get interactive, kind of like a mastermind. So for those of you that were on the Zoom last night, this is interactive. We talk to each other. We say out loud, this is working. This is how I do that. So let's really utilize that chat. So when you hear the words Punta Cana, like as a human being, not a Plexus ambassador, what words come to mind? For me, the words tropical, vacation. Yep, somebody said resort, the beach, a dream vacation. Yes, vacay, here for it. Dream, beach. Okay, I'm loving it. I think the same thing. So when I am wanting to share about something that's happening in my Plexus business, do you ever feel a little hung up or maybe like a deer in headlights? You're like, how do I talk about that without sounding braggadocious? Or how do I talk about that and help people see the vision? Like, I want to paint the picture that they can do this with me. Has anyone ever felt that way? Okay. So this is how my brain works. And I'm sharing it with you tonight in hopes that you can apply this process to how you create content, how you build influence, and how you show people what we do here. Because we have to talk about the business side. That is how you earn the trips and prizes. You talk about the business, okay? So when I am creating content around awesome trips and incentives that Plexus launches, I have a thought. I want to share about Punta Cana. I want to reach out to my people about Punta Cana. So when I think about Punta Cana, what do I think about? That's where you guys came in with the clear water, white sand, dream vacay, right? So for 30 seconds, if you just sat there and you kind of brain dumped what it would mean for you or your family, you and plus one, to go on a dream vacation, what would that look like? What would that feel like? Are you picturing your toes in the sand? Can you smell the fruity drink that the waitstaff hands you as you sit under the umbrella and the salty air is blowing on your face? The sun is freckling your skin. That is what I want you to do. And here is why. When I was 9 years old, I wrote in my diary that I wish I could go on vacation. I grew up on food stamps and WIC. I grew up with a single mom of 4 kids. We didn't come from much, very humble beginnings, and I'm very thankful for that because it taught me some bad A work ethic. I watched my mom have multiple odd jobs. So by the age of 16, I had multiple odd jobs. But here's the thing. I loved working. I loved pursuing goals. I loved strategizing to make my environment better. And I loved meeting new people. Some of you in your workplace right now, or even in your households, whether you're surrounded by littles or you're surrounded by employees, you feel the same way. That is what Punta Cana means to you. You want to strategize. You want to set the goal and the deadline so that you can have the reward. But some of you are stuck in what I like to call analysis paralysis, because you're overanalyzing every post, you're overanalyzing every reach out instead of just doing your dang job. Again, I get feisty and all worked up about this because I'm like 1000% all in with Plexus. I love this. They are so generous to even offer a trip like this. So when it comes to me, Emily, the brand ambassador, I think to myself, what is my job? My job is to tell people about our gut health supplements and our business opportunity, right? So I want you to say to yourself, whatever name you call yourself. Okay. Hey, good looking. Hey, self, I'm a Plexus brand ambassador, and my job is to educate people on our opportunity and our wellness supplements. Okay. Once you have that thought and you begin to believe it, then it does not matter the response you get when you make a post or you reach out to someone about the opportunity, Punta Cana, or the products. How many of you have emotionally attached yourself when someone comes back and says, no, thank you? Block. Ew. Maybe a middle finger emoji. I don't know. People get wild, right? How many of you have felt emotionally connected to that? I see a couple of head nods and some hands raised. If you can't turn on your video, at least put it in the chat so I know you're here with us. Here's the thing. That's normal. That's normal, but it's because of a thought that you believe about what you're doing. It has nothing to do with your job. For example, I'm a garbage man. I'm going to collect the garbage out of the street cans that are aligned down the street. Okay. I noticed that the third house that I am picking up garbage from no longer has a green lid. They are with another company. It has an orange lid. Do I go over and kick the trash can and throw a fit and get emotionally involved because they want to do trash elsewhere? And no, my job is what? To collect the trash that belongs to my trash company. So I'm going to go from house to house where I do my job. That wasn't my best analogy, but it was pretty dang close. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. Your job, if that's how you want to envision it, I envision Plexus as my job. I worked for 7 years in 9-to-5 corporate America. My job was to clock in, map out the week for my financial advisor, give him his appointments, give him his to-dos, make the phone calls, all those things. His job was to go door knock and find new people who wanted to invest their money. That's our jobs. My job was not to come in and let me just sit here and get my lunchbox out and scroll on my phone. That wasn't my job. So if I treat my Plexus the same way with no respect or pride for what I do, of course I'm going to be emotionally attached to the outcome. You guys, it's not personal. If someone says, no, not right now, F you or whatever, you cannot take it personally. You're just doing your job. Hey, and here's something that makes me feel really good about when I get a no. I ask them to tell me no. So when I'm reaching out to someone, maybe it's Riley. Riley's on our team. She's showed interest in building her business. I'm going to be like, hey, Riley, did you see that Plexus announced the Punta Cana trip in February 2024? I'm looking for people that already exist in my downline who are wanting to grow 100 points a month, do the work, send the messages. Are you willing to link arms with me? And here's the thing. Are you ready for this verbiage? Write this down. This gives people permission to tell you no, so you don't throw a hissy fit and quit your Plexus business. Are you ready for it? Who wants the verbiage? Who wants it? Okay, I'm just making sure y'all are here. You can 100% say no to me, but I need you to know what you're saying no to before you do. You can 100% say no to me, but I need you to know what you are saying no to. This takes away that emotional attachment. It removes your emotion from whatever outcome is about to happen. Because here's the thing, when it comes to timing, you can never say the right thing to the wrong person or the wrong thing to the right. Either way you look at it, it's about timing. I said no for 18 months. Christina Williams is Diamond Ruby. She said no for a year. Celeste Gwynn said no for 16 months. She actually sent Jen Hawkins over 25 referrals before she enrolled. We have to take away the emotional aspect of doing our job. When you signed up to be a Plexus ambassador, you probably signed up for the products. They're great. That's also plan B. Plan A is we have the best compensation plan. Literally, research shows people who do all the comp plan research, not me. I'm not that person. Don't even, I ain't that person, but there are some really smart people who know numbers and have looked through them all. And there's actually diamonds at the top of our company who specifically chose Plexus because of their comp plan. And I know every network marketing company says that. I know some of you are thinking that. Stop it. Tell your brain, stop it. We really are the best because there is no income cap. It is limitless potential, but only if you show up to do your job. But if you're sitting there and you're like, it's so uncomfortable when I send messages and okay, well then you're not going to Punta Cana. Like that's what I tell myself. Emily, if you're not going to do the work, you ain't going, right? Just like if you don't have 100 points, you're not going to get a gold paycheck, right? Let's just look at lay it out. Stop fluffing it, okay? But I hope that verbiage helps you when you are reaching about whether it's Punta Cana or the reset or whatever it is. Maybe it's an event that we're hosting. Every Thursday, we host a 15-minute event. If you're sending reach outs for that, you're getting a lot of no's, pause. Let's evaluate what we've been saying because we're getting a lot of no's. And even if you change the verbiage and you still keep getting no's, then let's evaluate again and be like, you know what? Maybe I need to work on trust and influence. Maybe I haven't been consistent enough, or I'm not giving them the information they're looking for and they're still skeptical, or that's why they think they don't want to be a part of it, but really there's a missing piece. Okay. So let's go back to creating that content to create the influence so that when we do reach out, instead of being emotionally exhausted by the end of the day because you got 15 no's, why don't you get excited? I got 15 no's. I did the work. I planted 15 seeds. 15 people today learned about Plexus because I did my work. I did my job. I did my work, right? All about perception. All about perception. So here are 3 ways to start building your influence when it comes to messaging people or getting excited about Punta Cana. And then I'm going to give you some numbers on what it would look like to earn the trip. Sound good? We good? Thumbs up, head nod, something? Anybody? Dab? Okay, cool. All right, number 1, ask. You must always lead with the biz. If we constantly are leading with the business and we show consistency there, guess what? Guess what? Not only when they say yes finally and they join, they're going to lead with the biz, but 2, think about the influencers you follow on Instagram, TikTok, whoever, your favorite Amazon girl, right? The ones that try on all the things and she kind of has your body type and you're like, I love her because I know it's going to look good on me, or I know that ain't it, sis, right? Okay, think you have that person in your head, the person that you like to follow on social media, or maybe it's your favorite author or your favorite celebrity, okay? Think about them. They show up consistently. They even present to you the same information, different ways, but consistently, whether it's an Amazon haul try on. Maybe like Kaylee, I don't know if Kaylee's on. Kaylee Johnson is an Emerald on our team, and she does like Bookstagram, where she's constantly showing the books that she read. And she's like, this book did this for me. This book did this for me. Don't read this one. But like every day she shows up in a consistent way and leads with that one thing. because it's building rapport, it's building trust, it's building influence. So now when I'm reading a book, I'm like, oh, what did Kaylee say about this book? That is why it is so important for you to not just lead with gut health, because we're founded in gut health and experts in microbiome, but we're also the best compensation plan wise. So if you're leading with the biz, when they're in that mindset, right? Timing is everything. When they're in their right timing, they're gonna be like, oh, where's that girl that always posts about that gut health business? I'm ready. And then they come and find you and they're like, hey, are you still teaching people how to run that wellness business? Because then it makes sense. And you've asked them, hey, Gabby, are you ready to work this wellness business with me? Hey, Gabby, are you trying to do this? Hey, Gabby, are you trying to do this? And then Gabby's like, I'm not ready. But Gabby gets a payday. Gabby gets, she goes to the doctors and she doesn't like the appointment information she got. She's like, okay, Emily, listen, I know I told you no for like 2 years, but you've been really consistent. You've interacted with me for like 18 months. And I did something like this before, but you just really have changed my mind about it. I'm ready. How many conversations have you had like that in your Plexus business? Probably a few, because it's about their timing. But because you showed up consistently and you kept leading with the business, you just kept asking, hey, listen, I know we talked 8 weeks ago. You told me no. I respect that. Please continue to tell me no if you're still not ready. But Plexus just announced an all-inclusive trip to Punta Cana in February 2024. And I just love how you work in our community. I respect this about you. I see this in you. And I really see us on the sands together. Will you just do me a favor and get on the phone with me? I just want to show you how simple it is to earn something like that. It's the ask, the business ask. Number 2 is give. Be giving without expectation of a return. Most influencers are not gatekeepers. The ones that are gatekeepers and don't tell you where to buy it or don't tell you how to order it, do they not drive y'all crazy? You're like in the comments looking, how do I buy this? What is it called? What's the name of that thing, right? Or maybe a song is playing in the background and you love that song and you're like, what's the name of the song? And you're checking the comments. Anybody know the song that she's dancing to? Whatever. Like we call those gatekeepers. Okay. Nobody likes a gatekeeper. So give without expectation of someone signing up or ordering. What I mean by that is you're adding value to them. You're talking about gut health, but also talk about hydration and where you got the limited edition purple Stanley Cup, whatever that looks like. You're talking about reset, but also you can talk about the benefits of bone broth. And if you don't like our bone broth, here's another great natural alternative from Trader Joe's. Influencers that give, right? When you come to my Instagram, for those of you that follow me, it's not just Plexus. Right now, I'm like, woo, I'm fired up about my business. But in my stories, you'll see me. What do I post about? Please put it in a chat, enlighten me, make me laugh. What are 3 things that you have seen me post about? Because I feel like I have some influence over you. Okay, sports, my kids. You mean headbands or husbands? I only have one husband. Headbands. Yes, my headbands, baseball. And then anytime I order something from Amazon or like all those outfits I wore in Mexico, I show you how to order them. I show you how to style them, right? Every Sunday, I take a picture with my kids when we make it to church. Sometimes we forget, or I'm just like, I'm not taking a picture today. You know what I mean? But like, that is how I give freely. I'm giving you free information. I'm not expecting you to place an order or use my discount code or sign up with me. I just like you and I want to connect with you that way. So when you're talking about Punta Cana, give your audience, hey, here are my 5 packing tips. I go on a lot of trips, or maybe you've never been on a trip before. So ask your audience to give their advice. Connect with them that way. Lastly, number 3, be a champion of the people, or if you like the little one-liner, it's appreciate. When I say be a champion of the people, I mean somebody that's not necessarily in Plexus. Maybe it's that dream teamer. And maybe she's not all in Plexus, but she is signing up for her first marathon. Maybe she's trying to read, 30 books in 30 days. And you're just like, go, Shelly. I'm so proud of her. She's on her 17th book and it's the 19th of the month. She's trying to read 30 books in 30 days. She has 5 kids. I aspire to be like Shelly. And just cheer people on. How many times have you posted something on the internet that someone has just pooped on? They're like, right? They're just so mean. And you're like, well, that was just unnecessary, right? It's 2023. Be nice. And so be a champion for the people and be likable. Maybe that's the 3 in me. I know I'm a 3 on the Enneagram. I like to be liked, but be a champion of the people. Show gratitude. Publicly recognize the people in your team showing up, just like you want to be recognized. Do it for your customers. I'm so proud of Morgan. She has been so consistent with her Plexus lean, and she's not snacking on ice cream before bed. Let's go, girls. I am so proud of Brandon. He committed to using my probiotic for the last 30 days, and nobody likes a beer gut with their beer, right? Like, you're advocating for the people, whether it's in Plexus or not. This is how you gain influence. You guys, do you know what John Maxwell says about influence? Influence is leadership. If you can nail down influence, you're going to master leadership when you step into that role and you begin to build a huge team, and it's going to come so effortlessly. Then talking about the trips and talking about the business, you can't help it. You can't help it. You're like a Plexus influencer because you love it and you believe in what you're saying. Okay? All right. Lost my train of thought. One hold, please. Okay, let's map out what it looks like to go to Punta Cana. So grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write down some numbers. There's strategy behind it. I can give you the numbers, which next Monday on our Gold Mastermind Zoom, I'm going to give you the processes. I'm going to walk you through the conversations, what to say when you get on the phone with someone who signs up, because you don't go and find business builders. Nobody, like Holly did not ask me to enroll because she just knew I was going to be a business builder. She was terrified of me. I was super skeptical. I was very mean to her about network marketing. That was probably the last thing on her mind. But business builders are created based on the conversation and the questions that you ask within 48 hours of them signing up. I know it stings a little because you're like, ooh, I done dropped the ball on that last VIP, right? Some of your VIPs have signed up and you haven't got on the phone. I love what Rachel shared about 30 minutes before our Zoom began, because she got on the phone with someone. And Rachel, do you have my blessing to share what you said? Okay, cool. All right. So something that Rachel shared, I have a level 1 chat, and Rachel said, I just shared 2 carts with commitments for a triplex from 2 guests from the last Plexus 15-minute messenger chat. I got on the phone. Keywords, please note, core memory. Got on the phone, and it was a great conversation. It really works. You know why I love that? Because it's the evidence created for you guys. Like what we say we mean, and when I say we, I mean the diamonds, or those that you aspire to be. Maybe you want to be senior gold, the senior gold that's doing the things. It's because it works. People are less likely to reject you over the phone and more likely to reject you in Facebook Messenger, because it's a messenger, it's a text. They don't have to reply. But if you're on the phone, I mean, they might stutter for a second, but they're going to eventually answer your questions or give you that objection, the thing that's been holding them back. I just don't think I could earn that trip like that, Rachel. I don't know if I have time for that. Well, let me tell you about my schedule. Listen, I got kids, I got a job, I got this. I feel the same way. But what I found is that if I intentionally work my Plexus business 20 minutes a day, that's 20 minutes of making sure people know about what I'm up to and that I'm earning a trip to Punta Cana. It's a way for us to overcome the objections, and it doesn't feel weird or slimy or icky. You're just what? Doing your job. No strings attached, right? Okay. So let's do some math. Here we go. 20 orders of $150 or more equals, are you ready for it? Can I get a drum roll? I wish my husband was here because he would have totally did the drum roll, but he's not. Is 1,000 credits. I feel like I should pick on someone in the class. Class, how many credits do you need to go to Punta Cana? Does someone want to put that in the chat? I saw Riley lip it. Yes, Paula, 1,250. So, hold on. Let's look at the math one more time. 20 orders of $150 or more equals 1,000 credits. 1,000 credits Let's subtract 1250 from 1000. That leaves us with 250 credits left. Yes. Okay, so let's keep going, shall we? Is anybody excited? You stressed out? You excited? Tell me how you feel in the chat. Because I don't know. There's like a lot of raised eyebrows. Some of you had Botox, so I can't really tell. Yes, Sarah, if you have it and you can post it in the chat, please do. Or are you asking me to type it out? Let me know. Okay. So 20 orders of $150 or more is 1,000 credits. Here's what I know as a jewel, and you are going to find out by the end of this month. Eventually, Plexus is going to get rid of welcome packs. Now, don't panic. It's not a bad thing. Right now, I feel like the welcome packs kind of constrict you and put you in this bubble of what you can recommend to people because we want to use ShareCart and we can't add on to ShareCart right now, right? Yes? Okay. So right now, the way we are headed is combos. If you can put $150 worth of product into a cart as someone's first order, I'm talking like, I love me some slim twin pack of Active and Ease, maybe even some kids chewables because they got littles at their house and they want them on a vitamin. I can now build a cart. This is coming soon. I can build a cart of things to give to my person what they want, not the little bubble of just a triplex and the old school way of signing up. And maybe they can figure it out, or maybe they ignore me because the sign up was too confusing. Yeah. Relatable, anybody? Okay. So keep that in mind. Come October, you will be able to sign people up with a combo or a welcome pack, and you will be compensated both ways. They both count for credits and they both count for rank ups and all the things. You will also still receive a bonus. It's just going to look a little different. And they've actually made this process a way for us to make $20+ more per person we sign up. So long-term, you're making actually more money. And how many people have you signed up? And then the second month, their order price goes up because that first month was so discounted. And then they turn it off or they return it because they're like, what the heck? Why is it so expensive? And you're like, oh, well, your first order was really discounted. And then they get mad. Has anybody ever dealt with that before? Me, I have. Okay. So Plexus is trying to alleviate that second month sticker shock. So now they're going to come in on a combo price, maybe that give 10 or whatever code of the month discount, $10 off, which usually just waives the VIP membership, right? And then the next month, their order price, there's only going to be a $2 to $5 difference. Oh, and flat rate shipping. What? Why are y'all not more excited about that? Come on. Flat rate shipping. You don't have to pay $15 to order a bottle of Ease, you guys. Get loud. Get excited. Wake up your kids. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Whitney. Okay. So corporate will announce all of this on the 1st of October. It's going to be so good. We're going to save some money and we're going to have people stay. This is going to help with retention. I know right now you earn a building bonus when you sign up a VIP. So imagine signing up 20 VIPs with a building bonus of $20 per welcome pack. 20 times 20, anybody? Anybody? Where are my math people at? Yep. $400, Lisa. You sign up 20 people in September, you're going to make $400 just off your welcome pack bonuses. Okay. So you have that. Plus you're still, plus you're going to earn 1,000 credits for Punta Cana. Yes, you hit peak adulthood when flat rate shipping gets you pumped. Show does. Melatonin gummies and flat shipping. I have arrived. This is adulting. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's keep going. So because we're leading with the business, because we are doing our job of telling people about the business opportunity, we're going to help at least one of our 20 rank up to silver. Yes. We're going to show them some messages we're using. We're going to show them this same mapped out plan of how to get to Punta Cana, and their intentions are going to go silver. Right? Or maybe you're brand new here and you're ranking up silver. You're ranking up senior silver. You go all the way to gold in your first month because you just enrolled 20 people. This would be perfectly ideal for a fast start person. Anybody sign someone up recently and you're already thinking like, I need to show them this. If they sign up 20 people, talk about belief building. confidence in them, confidence in our products. They're going to earn a Punta Cana trip. They're going to earn fast start bonuses. Technically, here in a second, if they fast start gold, which they will by signing up 20 people, with all the bonuses, plus they get 250 perks, which is a free product, essentially, they're going to earn over $1,700 in their first month by doing this Punta Cana plan. I don't know about you guys, but does that not seem worth it to message 20 people a day? Yes or no? You can shake your heads. Does that not seem worth it to message 50 people a day? 500 people a month? 1,000 people a month? Like in my brain, when I think about this, when I think about I can earn a freaking all-inclusive trip, I get it. On Groupon, you can go and search and search and search and search and maybe not find a bug bed infested hotel to get you on all-inclusive for under $2,000. I get it. You can go do that. But I rather take my vitamins and get paid to do so and have Plexus pay for my trip. Anybody else? So in my brain, I get real excited to talk to as many people as possible about what is available. And here's how I do that: through events, through social media, reels and posts, and by asking, whether it's on the phone, a voice message, or a message. Is anybody currently messaging at least 20 people a day right now? Give yourself a shout out if you are. Now, if you are not, put in the chat, why not? What are you afraid of? What are you avoiding? Because to me, the verbiage is very simple. Hey, if I showed you how to make $1,700 and earn a trip to Punta Cana in February of 2024, are you open to hearing more about that? I know you've seen my Plexus posts in the past. Are you open to that? Can we get on the phone? So fear of rejection and avoiding the no's. All right, I feel like we've already nipped that in the butt, but let's revisit. We are going to detach from the outcome. People are going to say no. Tell yourself that. Brain, self, however you want to address it. Self, there are going to be people that say yes. There are going to be people that say no. What am I doing? I am doing my job. My job. I will not get paid if I do not clock in and do my job, right? Yes. Teachers, you do not get paid if you do not show up at the school. Yes. Administrators, you do not get paid if you do not clock in. Yes. Amazon delivery drivers, you don't get behind that wheel and clock your drives. You do not get paid. Yes. And Plexus, you clock in by doing your job, sending them messages, encouraging people, showing them what works for you. Quit avoiding the no's and run toward them. Run straight toward them. That's you clocking in and putting in the work. Plant those seeds, baby. And then when people tell you no, you say, love you, bye. I'm not kidding. You have to have a positive attitude and fully believe that what you offer people is legitimate, or you're going to have a really hard time getting to diamond, getting to whatever rank it is that you're working towards. As a diamond ambassador, I'm here before you to say, I've heard the word no more as a diamond than I have as a mother. Okay? So let that sink in for a minute. All right. Somebody said, I have a rough time with verbiage. How to move forward with responses. I feel like I don't think 20 people would actually care to listen. So that is a thought, Gabby. And I think a lot of people have that thought, but let's retrain that thought to people do care to listen. People are trying to make money. We're in a recession right now. It's cost $300 just to leave your house right now. So it is very important that we acknowledge that and we lead with the business. For those of you that would like to lead with the business more, follow my lead. Every single day I post something about the business or I lead with the business on my social media. Whether on Instagram, it's a reel. On Facebook, it's a post. If you do not have a picture that is similar to the one I use in my post, then find a picture of you on vacation. Find a Pinterest picture of a beach or Punta Cana. Get creative. You are a problem solver. Leaders are problem solvers. If you want to step up in leadership and create influence, leaders are learners. Leaders are readers, and leaders are problem solvers. So we don't play I just don't know if anybody's going to listen to me. They're going to listen. They might say, no, thank you, but they're going to listen because they're like, hold on, I can make $1,700 and earn a trip. Right? That's what I would think. If Holly would have messaged me that 10 years ago, I'd have been like, I would have been so rude and been like, girl, please. But I'm glad that she just little sprinkles. Are you sure you don't want the probiotic? Are you sure you don't want to kick that diet soda habit? You keep liking on my Plexus posts. Okay. Do you repurpose content on different platforms? As in, do you have your Instagram and Facebook connected? Mine are connected, but sometimes I turn it off. Like right before you hit post, it'll say, do you want it to post to Facebook? And most of the time I say no, but you can totally, the post that you have over here on Facebook, you can use that exact content to make a reel. But what I would do is if it's a really lengthy post, ask the question on the reel and put the meat and potatoes in the caption. Because you have 4 seconds to get someone's attention when you are sharing about the business in a reel. So today, the reel that I made was the story I just told y'all. When I was 9 years old, I prayed that my family could go on a vacation. I didn't know what vacations were. I grew up on food stamps and WIC. I was introduced to network marketing and I couldn't help but think, I love people, I like networking, and I love pursuing goals. This is perfect for me. You see what I'm doing? I'm influencing my audience that network marketing is not a bad thing. It's freaking normal. Everyone on the internet is selling something. So for those of you wrapped up in getting no's or being rejected, okay, that's what my 9-year-old always says, okay, you're going to get rejected. Just like when you go to Target and you pick up that one brand and you're like, no, $2 different. I'm going to go with this one. That brand is not throwing a fit that they didn't get chosen. They're going on to the next person to sell who's ready to buy them. You're doing your job. Quit taking it so personally, right? Administrative assistants. Gosh, where's Whitney? She volunteered to help with a call center. And she had to deal with some really nasty customer service issues. But I mean, you can't cuss people out on the phone. You're going to lose your job, right? So you got to be like, okay, I'm so sorry. I will look into this for you. I will call you back in 30 minutes. Okay. I mean, you honestly want to be like, love you, bye, because you're upset for them. Yeah, as a human being, she was probably a little flustered or her cheeks got heated and she was like, dang, what's this lady's problem? But also, I need to do my job. I'm a professional. I will find a solution. If I cannot, I will report it to management, right? It's the same thing in your Plexus business, although do not report it to me. I am not management. You are the manager, okay? You are a problem solver, right? So I feel like I have messaged so much of my friends list and just get ghosted. I don't know how to keep showing up in their inbox. So then this is going to be, I would rewatch this, Jessica. I think you logged in later. I'm not sure though, but creating influence. So leadership is influence and your actions are going to speak louder than words. So you might need to show up in different forms, not just messenger. Offer a sample. Invite them to an event. Start going live and unboxing your products every time they arrive to create influence. Show the people, I am who I say I am. I'm using what I am suggesting to you. That I'm telling you to buy it. Well, guess what? I buy it too. And when you do that and you show up in that way, it creates influence. But also, if you're the smartest person in your circle, if you're the only network marketer in your circle, you need to go connect with some more people that are better than you and leveled up. I don't want to be the richest, smartest person in the room. I want to go find more people that I aspire to be and connect with and follow and get examples and get whatever that looks like, right? So if you feel like you've exhausted your network, you could have. So let's grow the network some more. The people that are telling you no, you know what I used to do? Somebody on the internet's going to watch this later and troll me on it. But you know what I used to do when someone would tell me no, I would go through their friends list if it was public. And I would kind of look through some people to see like if we had something in common, had kids in common, whatever, baseball moms, and I would add them and I would connect with them on Facebook. And sure, that might make me a weirdo. I'm okay with being weird because I think the risk is worth the reward. Okay. Some of you are taking this business way too seriously instead of treating it just like a job and finding a solution, right? But if you're messaging people and it feels inauthentic or spammy, they might feel like they're being copy and pasted a message. This is why I love voice messenger. This is why I think you need to lead with the business more than the products. Make the products be what you fall back on. Oh, by the way, yeah, you can make money and earn the Punta Cana, but also you're going to be suggesting health and wellness products to people Because to me, what I've seen you post on the last couple of weeks is that you're trying to elevate your life. You're trying to live a healthier lifestyle. So this is just totally in alignment with what you're already sharing. Like you need to, don't just mass message people. Also be a little intentional and be like, okay, that person, that principal at that school, that girl that works at the bank that I always talk to, that manager of the grocery store who always welcomes me when I walk in. Like that is what it looks like. No shame in friending other friends. That's what we do in person when we have personal conversations. Seriously, think about the last birthday party you went to, right? Your 6-year-old was invited to a party and you're like, oh, sweet Lord, I have to go to Chuck E. Cheese one more time, right? But you get to Chuck E. Cheese, right? And then you get there and there's a cute little mom with her cute little cell phone case and you what? Oh my gosh, where'd you get that cell phone case? And you start talking and then you realize you both have 3 kids and you realize they all go to the same school. Oh, are you on social media? Add me as a friend. Is that not how conversations usually work? So why do we make it so weird when we're just doing our job? I don't get mad at the garbage guy when he's like, hey, ma'am, can I take your other trash can? No, go get it, boy. Right? Like, I don't get mad when, what's another job? Like, I don't get mad when I'm checking out grocery store and they're like, do you need stamps, cigarettes, or a bag of ice? Do I get mad at her for asking me that? She's doing her job. Okay, I'm done yelling. But I hope that you see that you must remove the emotional outcome. You're going to be rejected. You have to develop thick skin in this and understand it's not a you thing, it's a them thing, and they're just getting to know you. Last night, I shared with those that got on the Gold Mastermind that as you are learning how to message people and you're learning to be a better communicator and you're learning to be a better leader, you don't suck. So try this affirmation on for a minute. Okay. It's an audio actually from TikTok that I'm obsessed with because I say it to my kids. I don't suck. I'm just new at everything. If you say that to yourself as you're messaging people, or you set a 50-minute time and you're like, I need to message these people and follow up with these people. I'm racing against the clock. And you start to have that thought, I'm being rejected. No one likes me. Oh, they told me no. I must really suck at this. No, I don't suck. I'm just new at everything. I can figure out this verbiage ain't working. Let's go see what's working for Riley. Hey, Riley, what are you sending people about Punta Cana? Network with each other and learn from each other when you see someone killing it. Rachel got on the phone and called 2 people today that are like, heck yeah, verbal commitment. I'd be like, Rachel, what's your number, girl? What's your number? Rachel, what are you doing to get people to say yes? Oh, phone calls? I need to get on the phone? Done. And you move mountains to reach your goal. Because December 31st is going to show up real quick. If Christmas is in like 19 weekends, that means you have 19 weeks. So let's get the show on. I might get that tattooed on me. Well, there you have it, folks. Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap this up because we've gone way over time. Plexus reset. For those of you that are leading with the business and you're asking and you want to be diamond and you want to rank up, great. Join us every Monday night at 8:30 Central Standard Time for a gold mastermind. For those of you that are like, I just got on here to learn about reset. I'm so sorry. We went down the rabbit hole of thought today. But here's Plexus Reset. For those of you who have not done it yet, it is a nutritionally supported fast. You get 3 days. All these boxes come out. You can literally put it in your purse, your diaper bag, your backpack, take it with you. Each day has a suggested routine on the back that tells you a suggested time to take the products. Some people do this all at once. Some people are intermittent fasters, and so they do their products between 12 and 3. Some people are nurses or work night shifts, so they do theirs a little bit different. I love Plexus Reset. It's allowed me to lose well over 20 pounds in a calendar year, paired with walking 2 miles a day. OMG, like what? Who am I? Like people saw me in Mexico and they were like, girl, you look amazing. I'm looking at my pictures from last year to this year and I'm like, listen, I know I'm a thick chick. I'm okay with it, but it's nice to be a little lean machine, like feeling herself. Okay. The only thing I added in, the only difference, my Plexus regimen is triplex, ease, and active. Sometimes Metaburn. I try not to forget it. Y'all know I love me some Metaburn, right? That's like my core 4. Only thing I added in was one of these a month. And I understand that at the time it was $130 last year. Well, guess what? Plexus has made them $89. You get 60 PV or 66 PV every time you order a reset. So if you're trying to get commission qualified, you're going to add on like a hydrate twin pack, an active twin pack, maybe a bag of Slim. maybe 2 bags of lean. For those of you that don't like the collagen bone broth, you're definitely going to want to add a bag of lean so that you can replace that step with an extra protein shake. I understand bone broth is not for everybody, but that is one of the steps in here. The products that you get in your reset are Plexus Slim Hunger Control, Plexus Active. You're going to get a Smart Snack Vanilla Matcha Protein Bar. You're going to get protein shake for breakfast, tomato soup for dinner, collagen bone broth for lunch, and then the magic sauce. The freaking magic. You can't get this anywhere but the reset is Restore. Restore, it not only has antioxidants, but it helps with digestion, bloat, and weight loss. Literally visceral fat. You do all of this in a day. It's about 500 calories and right under 70 grams of protein. For those of you that are thinking, I could never. Okay, well, have you ever counted macros? Have you ever used like MyFitnessPal and tracked what you're eating during the day? Some of you are CrossFitters. Some of you work out really hard. You can customize your reset experience by adding in 0-calorie nuts and veggies and fruits. Some of you are nursing and pregnant. Please get with your OBGYN before doing a reset. But a lot of our pregnant moms are adding ground turkey and chicken breasts and extra protein like scrambled eggs or an avocado with their reset, just because the products in here are so special when you use them in a 72-hour window. Here's the thing. Some people even, they spread out their reset during the whole month. So they'll just pick a day, like every Monday, 3 Mondays out of the month, they do a reset. Day 1, that Monday. The following Monday, they pick out a box and they do that reset just 1 day out of the week. Everybody is different, but it's an incredible tool for weight management and for kickstarting the metabolism. I wish Restore could be permanent, but that would not be smart business. So I'm really, really thankful for a strategy that allows us to add on reset to something like the triplex or lean protein or something like that. I have done 3 resets now and it gets easier each time. Mindset is everything. Just do the dang thing. I know that's what I say. When someone messages me, I'm like, so listen, it's 3 days. It's 3 days. You read Colleen Hoover in 3 days. You can do a reset in 3 days. You got this. All right. So that's all I got for you. Thank you guys for being on. Does anyone have any questions?